So the armadillos and the dogs got added today in 1.20.80, and to be totally honest, I don't care. I don't care that it got added. Let me explain why. So with every update, I kind of came in with this with worried thoughts because, well, this game doesn't like updates. The performance takes a nosedive every time it updates. So as I loaded in, there was a few new things that I noticed. You got like realm stories and cool things like that. But as soon as I load into the game, I switch into third person to make sure there's no mobs behind me, so I don't immediately get blown up by a creeper. And then my screen stutters and I go, oh, for fuck's sake, what have they done now? So then I ignore it for a bit. Third person is somehow broken, I'm just gonna ignore it. I'm flying, I switch to third person again, everything unloads. Literally everything, the whole thing unloads. And I'm like, for fuck's sake, what have they done? What have they done this time? And I sit there for a good 30 seconds and I'm like, this shouldn't be happening on a PS5, right? So then I go, okay, this is ridiculous. And I think about it for a bit, why I go get the armadillo and one of the new dogs, and I think about it and I go, to be totally honest, I don't give a shit about these features anymore. I want a fucking functional game. Because every time they update the game, whether that would be to add some parity from Java, that most of the time they had the worst parity going, like removing horses from boats, because you could do that on Bedrock before, but then they removed it for some reason, God knows why. And, well, they bring bug patches with this. But every single fucking time, they remove one bug and add two. I don't understand how they do this. They have preview, they run it through preview. Preview's pointless. In my eyes, it is pointless. And, yes, the other day I saw a video also saying that the Minecraft community needs to be more positive or whatever. I cannot be positive when this game is in a shambles. I kind of get it if you're talking to the Java community, because Bedrock is a shambles compared to Java. Bedrock, I'll stick by Bedrock, and I'll have all these opinions on it. But the performance every update now is just it's unbearable. It's actually unbearable. And in my opinion, they need to now take the console route edition and start releasing updates later than its Java counterpart, because it physically cannot keep up, and it's ridiculous that they think they can keep up with Java, because this game is becoming a buggy mess because of it. If I was sitting in a head office for Mojang right now after 1.21, I would go, that's it. We're treating Java and Bedrock differently, like we did console to Java. We're gonna start releasing updates much later, so we can actually fix the game. I would take better performance, like a massive update that just removed even 80% of the bugs in this game over some fucking trials chambers. I know that would probably be very unpopular, but this game it really needs looking at. The performance needs looking at, and the performance is more important than features. There's no point having features if the performance is going to nosedive every single time you update the game. It just makes sense. It makes sense to have a functional game over functional features. I will also stand by that. I know this is going to be a very unpopular video. There will be some people that agree with me. I know a lot of people just look at the games and go, oh, okay, I want this and that and this and that. I would take better performance, better graphics, or whatever. No, not even better graphics. Just fix this unbearable crap of every time I update my game, I just worry about whatever the fuck they're going to fuck up this time. Because it's been 7 fucking years, and they still haven't seemed to have figured out how to make this game function. I don't understand it. 7 years. It is just insane. It's insanity. It's beyond bonkers. We're sitting here 7 years later. People still wanting console edition to come back. You know it's bad when they want a version that hasn't been updated in 7 years to come back, and some would even fucking play it over this. They would rather lose 7 years of features than play a buggy mess that every time it gets updated it becomes even more of a buggy mess, to the point you go, well, what's the point of updating the game? You're forced to update the game. That's the point of updating the game. If I wasn't forced to update the game, I would have stopped months ago. Even years ago. I would have stopped after the October update. I would have got my world back, and I would have gone, I want to keep my world, and I don't want to risk it every time these fucking updates come out. and I would have stopped in 2022 and I probably wouldn't have updated since. But comment your opinion. I want to hear your opinion on this, because I know there's going to be this comment section. If this video gets anywhere, the comment section is going to be interesting, because there's going to be a divide on people disagreeing and agreeing. Just don't be like nasty with the comments. Like, I really can't be asked. But leave a like if you enjoyed this rant. Subscribe if you enjoyed this rant. I just thought I just kind of had enough. And I see a lot of bedrock YouTubers. They don't talk about the negatives of the game, or if they do, they just kind of say it in, oh yeah, there's also a game-breaking bug that they added, but who cares? A perfect representation. But anyway, thank you for watching and goodbye.